We are back, and now we have Philip Memmer, the poet that everybody in northeastern Pennsylvania is talking about. And we're going to explore that why. And I think the reason for that is we had Carol Heffley describing her new magazine, Two Rivers Review, and Philip is the submissions editor. Mm-hmm. Now, this is the first time I've ever come across anybody who was a submissions editor as opposed to a poetry or a prose editor or something like that. How does your job description differ from...
It doesn't at all. It's exactly the same. It's just a different word in the title.
I was hoping for something a little more controversial.
Nothing juicy there, no.
So, what kind of people submit to you?
Everybody. We've got.
That must be a good feeling.
This is the first issue of the magazine.
Yeah.
Two Rivers Review. Came out in March.
Yeah.
We've had everyone from another poet who's in this series of Easton shows, Len Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
We've had poems by poets like Mark Jarman.
Yeah.
We've had translations of Chinese poetry by J.P. Seaton,
Mm-hmm.
who's a very noted translator. We've had work by Lee Upton, Billy
Mm-hmm.
Collins, and hope to be able to continue that level of quality in our future issues. We have in our next issue we'll have some work by Gary Fink, Ron Offen, who edits the magazine Free Lunch, and Christopher Buckley.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, Christopher Buckley.
Oh, the novelist?
No, a different Christopher Buckley.
Shucks. Oh, well, no disrespect intended, but I recognize the name and went, oh, here we are. Oh, on the back cover, by the way, this is very interesting. They have a picture of Philip's office here. This is the hot seat, of course.
That's actually not my office. It's a little bigger than the office for Two Rivers Review. The office for Two Rivers is 4 letter trays, and that's the whole thing.
Well, there's another great routine down the tubes here. Let's see. You have an MFA in creative writing from the University of Oregon.
Yes.
In Eugene. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How did you get there?
My wife and I, we'd just gotten married, and when I was looking at schools to apply to, I knew I wanted to get an MFA, and we decided that we were going to go someplace we'd never been to and someplace that was interesting, and Oregon fit that bill, so that was a place we chose.
And a bachelor's in radio, TV, and motion pictures from the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. I didn't know they had television in Chapel Hill, or that you could actually get a degree for watching it.
You don't get to watch much of it, fortunately. You
right.
make more of it. I actually was more involved in film production than TV production. That was my main angle there.
Any surviving projects?
Not currently. I have a couple films that were in a couple small shows and things like that, but nothing major.
What sort of film did you make?
Just short experimental sorts of things, 5 or 6 minute pieces.
All right. Perhaps a poem.
Yeah, this is a summertime poem, and it's called A Row of Trees. Every summer, the fields by the highway thicken with flowers, but the trees stay bare, black as if burned or soaked with rain, their dark made darker by the tangled way they wait, shadeless in the vagrant wind. If you're the one who wants to heal everyone's hearts, pull to the shoulder. Jump the rust and run to the land's wound, the trees like stitches, rough and sure to scar. If you're the one, scare the crows from their low branch, tear out the lace of vines, the abandoned nests with their egg shard and gray down. Imagine the field in unbroken bloom and save us all. I'm not stopping. I'm letting hills in the rear view bury the grove as dusk's exhaust stalls everywhere. I'm weaving, passing, eyeing the dash. As 1,000 miles roll the 9s to 0s, I'm singing to no one.
All right. Put me down for 3 trees, and I'll send you a check in the morning mail.
Great.
What kind are they, by the way?
I have no idea. Just that sort of thing you see often between farmland, pieces of farmland, or between different people's pastures and stuff, those kind of single rows of trees. And you can imagine they once used to be a whole forest, but now there's just this scraggly row.
I wonder if you get a row out of the forest. All right. Let's see. You have a couple of literary awards.
A couple, yeah.
Let's see. Residency at the Vermont Studio Center.
That's coming up in November and December.
Do a lot of skiing, I suppose. What do they do up there?
Write poems. Hopefully, it's also also fiction writers and visual artists as well. There'll be painters and sculptors there.
And you've done some radio, WYEP-FM.
In Pittsburgh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Right
Yeah, that was
before I moved.
that was my next question. Let's see, the Irene Leach Memorial Poetry Prize.
That's sponsored in Virginia, in Norfolk, Virginia.
No relation to Robin then.
No,
okay.
Unfortunately.
The Guy Owens Tom Walters Poetry Prize.
That's sponsored by North Carolina State University.
How did those two guys get together?
I think they both might have been teachers there or in that area.
All right. And before you came to Two Rivers Review, you worked at the Carolina Quarterly.
Yes, that was a number of years ago, but yes, in Chapel Hill.
Did you find do you find a tremendous difference in focus between the two magazines?
Well, the Carolina Quarterly published both fiction and poetry, which is one difference. Two Rivers is only poetry. And though we are going to include reviews in our next issue, and we're open to essays, at the moment we're just poetry. So that's one difference. The other difference is that with Carolina Quarterly, there's, in most literary magazines, or many of them in fact, you have a group of editors making decisions and discussing things, whereas with Two Rivers Review, I'm the sole reader and editor.
Oh. We have an editorial board ourselves. I should mention our magazine at this point, which is Medicinal Purposes. And we have an editorial board that goes through everything. Normally we get on very well. Every so often we throw food and all that. You'd enjoy these meetings. They're very friendly, even when we are throwing food. How about another poem?
Sure. This poem is called... This is called Letter to a Friend. 2 weeks waiting for the pepper seeds you sent to sprout in the windowsill planter. It's this new place, new windows. The angles of light aren't sharp enough to come in, to bring up shoots. And no, I haven't been to the shore yet. Inexcusable, it is so near. But as Du Fu says, in this secluded life I move toward truly feeling. I leave the windows open some nights and wake up in cool, dry sheets. And if the coolness carries into the soil, so what? The windows open out and the rain runs straight down the tilted glass. Its noteless music pleases me, though the peppers remain uncharmed. A woman just went past the window with her baby, who was good and not crying. If she had been, I would have comforted her with a gift of peppers, assuming any had grown. None have. Perhaps the seeds have a point making me wait. Even I enjoy staying in all day, watching or not watching the people that go by, going out late afternoons to the mailbox to see what has come to me.
Yes, peppers can be cranky vegetables on occasion. Who is Du Fu?
Du Fu is the Chinese Tang Dynasty poet.
Yeah.
Du Fu or Tu Fu, depending on which translation you happen to be reading. The line quoted in this poem is from a J.P. Seton translation of his work.
Okay. How about another one?
Sure. This is called Three Poems for Point Breeze. It's a poem I wrote in Pittsburgh, where I lived while my wife was in grad school. There's three different, as the title says, three different poems. They're not numbered or anything like that to distinguish them. I'll just pause between each one.
It's a set. Yes.
It's a set.
Yeah, there we go.
Three Poems for Point Breeze. February. The barber curses his furnace, his text for night school, the cars lined up the block for inspection, their coughs and hisses, scrapes and dents. He sweeps my hair into the morning's pile. Outside, the scrape of a metal shovel, the grocer's stock boy clearing the alley, pounding ice from the bent downspout. When the doorbell rings, it's the witnesses. When the mail comes, it's for resident. Closing, the grocer calls neighbor because he can't remember my name. He's Bob or Rob or Ron. His mother naps by the candy, forgets the days of the week. 18 months I've lived on this street, Saturdays fading like soul from a passing car into the skyline and river, the exhaust of the leaving for good. I still don't know where north is. Street empty, a warm day ends with sore throat wind, chimes from the next yard. Their Dalmatian sniffs at the chain-link fence, cocks her head to the school lot's dark, the slow clock of basketball, backboard, blacktop. In the glow of their draped windows, shadows walk, wave their arms. Unshaped, unaged, unsexed, numbers on doors, numbers on mailboxes.
Mm-hmm. What excites you in a poem?
Language and rhythms, images. That's my own focus, at least. And, I like everything. And, I love a good narrative poem as well. My own work tends not to tend towards stories at all.
Is that what you look for Two Rivers?
I look, with Two Rivers, I look for just perfection, excellence. I look for strong language and strong rhythms and, care put into the language of a poem. But, I don't have a certain program. There's a really wide variety of material.
Jan, have you sent in any perfection yet to Two Rivers?
I'm getting a batch together.
I'm still waiting for Jan's perfection to come in.
Okay, I think we can get a poem in of moderate size.
Okay. This poem came out of my day job, which is unfortunately not poetry. I edit the closed captions for TV, and in particular, As the World Turns in The Bold and the Beautiful soap operas.
In New York, they're not even in English anymore. They're in no known language.
This is kind of my revenge on my day job in this poem. This is
now we're
called
talking.
Soap. You said yourself you didn't want someone asking too many questions. Just admit it. You liked the kiss. All right, I was out of control. It's been a year since those pains in my chest. How could I not be emotional? I really think you should talk to that shrink. You look like hell. I love you. I love you. I know how you operate. I should have suspected you sooner. Are you following me? Is that loaded? And the champagne, you drugged me. I'm not sure I know you at all. Don't you dare say we all make mistakes. Innocent? Innocent. You're likely to get us both killed. It looks real. That's what counts. We should have this wedding today. Get my helicopter ready. We'll always be together. Always.
Always? Well, friends, now you don't have to watch soap operas anymore because we've just given you the whole thing in a nutshell, and you can spend your time watching Poet the Poet, and we appreciate that you do. So thank you, Jan Selving, and thank you, Philip Memmer, for coming on Poet the Poet, and we'll see you soon.